Alright, so I finally opened the back of this trailer and I don't think the bed made the trip too well. Welcome back to CM Fab. I'm Chris, and this is not my 1981 Toyota mini truck. Alright, so like I said, we're going to go ahead and start on the garage transformation-ish. Mostly in this video episode today, however long it takes. I'm going to try and go ahead and get all of this stuff cleared out. That workbench taken down, and then my workbench set up, and then hopefully lighting, because it is dark in here. I don't know if you guys can tell, that's just basically natural light. Anyways, I'm going to try and get everything cleaned out. Alright, so yesterday I put up the workbench, got the other one out of here, and then I unpacked a lot of tools, like hand tools and stuff, to put in the toolbox. I did that off camera just because it's not really that interesting. But it doesn't look like I made a dent at all over here. And I need to get stuff out of the trailer over here to be able to put some of this stuff away. So my plan is to put pegboard up on this wall and then the shelf above it. Well, all that stuff is in the trailer, so I need to take the bed out of the trailer, the truck bed, and then get all that stuff out of here so I can hang up more tools. It's basically like a big game of Tetris right now. I need to move this stuff to be able to move that stuff, to be able to move this stuff back, if that makes sense. I probably should paint that wall first, but I'm not going to. So, I don't know where I was going with that. Get the truck bed off the trailer so that I can put some pegboard up on this wall so I can put all this stuff away. Hopefully I can do that in a short amount of time. No. So I finally opened the back of this trailer and I don't think the bed made the trip too well. Oh well. It was an old rusty crusty bed anyways, and I planned on cutting all that off. But I did not plan on cutting that part off. All right, so I know you guys are thinking it, and you were right. I'm just gonna go ahead and paint while everything is off that wall. I'm gonna go ahead and take a water break, grab something to eat, and then I'm gonna come back. Um, hopefully I come back and don't just pass out on the couch and put up some pegboard on this area right there. All right, so as you could probably tell by the outfit change, I did not come back out the same day. It is the next day, and I went ahead and just threw up the pegboard real quick. There's 2x4 behind here, and then one up there at the top to kind of support the middle. Now I'm gonna go ahead and throw the shelf up on top here. I got some I think it's 2x6, 2x6x12. I can't remember, and I bought it yesterday. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put it up in the space up here. I don't want to put it over the door because I've watched Home Alone far too many times to set myself up for a bucket of, I don't know, flaming something liquid kerosene to hit me in the face. So it'll start at kind of the edge over here, but where that wire is, and just go 12 feet over. I didn't think about it until I got the actual pegboard up here that this bracket is either going to be not in a stud off to the side over here or like way up high to where there's no room up here for any kind of toolbox or anything. Not a toolbox, but a tool carrier, I guess. So I decided I'm going to throw it in the middle of the pegboard, but behind it, if that makes sense. If I can film this one-handed. So it'll be attached to the wall, and then I'll cut out this area here for this crossbar thing to poke out. That way the shelf will be as low as possible, so kind of down this area, but still into a stud. And then I have a couple of these, so I'll throw them kind of staggered going down the wall there. I feel like that was very long-winded. Hopefully you guys are still here. Old man says. So I came out here last night and finished some stuff. I didn't record any of it just because my GoPro died earlier that day and I didn't charge it. And then my other GoPro, well, the battery exploded. You guys saw that. Actually, I don't know how much of this is recording at all because of the GoPro challenges I've been having. Anyways, I came out last night, didn't record it. Got this second part of the shelf up here thrown on, and I actually did throw the light up there. I was kind of like, I couldn't decide basically between this style and then like the style that you would normally mount on a ceiling. This one is 4 feet, and this one is like 36 inches or something. And the space between the brackets is exactly 4 feet, so the other one wouldn't fit up there. But that one looks all right, and it's up there out of the way, so it'll light up the board pretty good. But it's not in the way of any of the tools that will be hanging up there. You can also see, I threw some stuff up there just to see if it would like hang over basically. Radio's not going to stay up there. My clutch isn't going to stay up there, but those are the two closest things I had. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do next. I think that might be it for this video. Maybe call this one part 1. I'm going to go ahead and clean up that desk finally, and then the ground is a hot mess. So I'll clean all that up and then throw some tools up there. Maybe throw some stuff over here, my chargers and whatnot, and then call it a done deal. Gotta put the phone back in. Just in case 1980 calls.
I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House.
And this certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made from the White House.
Doesn't work. I was gonna just stop on this wall in this video. I did like the outro and everything and realized I really didn't get that much accomplished. So I started moving down the wall, got most of it painted, and then cleaned out in that corner, or vice versa, I guess. I cleaned it out and then painted it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and wait for it to dry, throw up the shelves, and then start getting some of this stuff put up so I can finally get the truck out. All right, so this side is mostly done. Still got to put up all the tools. Still got to put up some pegboard for all my clamps and welding stuff. And then I still need to move the air compressor. However, it is all the way over there, tucked behind just about everything in the garage. So I'm going to take a break, but you guys will see in just a second. All of this stuff will hopefully be put away. All right, so I'm not sure where I left off. It's been a couple days. I think it was this wall. I put up the shelves and the welding equipment stuff. So I put up the pegboard and the welding and all that stuff. Um, and then I quit, I guess, for a day or two or a couple days. Now I'm going to go ahead and try and tackle the light situation. So these old school fluorescent lights kind of suck. They make a lot of noise and they flicker, and on camera they are not great either. So I bought some of these cheap hexagon light things. I don't know if I like them. They are very bright. I tested it out. So I'm going to throw those up, at least on that side for now, because I think it's only like 8 feet across. And then if I like them, I'll buy another one for this side. I also have some long LED lights in that box over there. I just didn't really want to run a plug somewhere. So these ones I can hardwire in. Go from there. I might put both up, who knows. It is very dark in here, especially on the door side of things. It's like a cave over there, so we'll see. Hopefully I can finish that today and then get this video out. So as you can tell, I got the lights up. It wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it was going to be. The wiring was pretty straightforward. I didn't shock myself or anything. You can see it puts out way more light, or at least brighter light. I don't know if you can tell without staring directly into the sun. But the left is a little bit more yellow. The right is kind of that bright white color. You can actually see the dog in here now instead of him hiding in the shadows. But I got, like I said, I got kind of backwards, which I don't know if you guys are like me with shapes, but over here I started like kind of going backwards with the hexagons, and I wanted more light centered so that it wouldn't be too far over the shelf or directly over the garage door, because I do have other lights for over there. And it kind of took some time to get it laid out. I tried to lay it out in my head instead of just doing it on the ground or something first, and that didn't work. That is going to do it for this one. We got a whole bunch done. I kind of got that wall set up. It's still a mess, but that could be done off camera. Got this wall somewhat set up. Again, still a mess, but I could do that off camera. I'm gonna stop rambling. Please do all the good things, the YouTubey things. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any suggestions or comments, anything like that for garage organization, drop it down below. It'll help me out a lot. Kind of getting back into the whole 2-car garage thing versus a shop. So I feel like I'm complaining, but I'm just lucky to have a space inside where I can work. So I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.